The value of success and the cost of failure is what we're going to be looking at this morning. This is what God wants us to hear this morning. I need to pay close attention so that you can leave this meeting with knowledge, so that you can begin to live in the reality of success. Ladies and gentlemen, as a way of introduction, I'd like us to note that every choice we make in this journey either moves us closer to the success we want to achieve or pulls us away towards failure. In the course of your journey, every choice you make every morning, you wake up every day, the choices you make either moves you closer to your success or pulls you away towards failure. Success and failure are not accidents. They are not accidental. They are the result of the habits, the sacrifices, and the daily decisions, the daily choices we make. They all culminate into either success or failure. If you do few simple, correct things every day, over time, it will culminate and ignite success, to compound success. If you do few errors every day, error in judgment, it will culminate over time and also hand over to you failure. So failure and success is not they are not events. They are not an event. They are not something you just wake up into. You don't just wake up and fail, and you don't just wake up and succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, in network marketing and life generally, you will always pay a price. There is always a price to pay. Now, the price to pay is either the cost of discipline and consistency. It's a price. Because this discipline and consistency will always lead you to success. It's a price. The cost of discipline and consistency, which will eventually lead to success, or the cost of regret and missed opportunity, which is failure. You see, failure happens when you miss opportunity repeatedly over a period of time. When you keep on missing opportunity, it will result to failure. If you keep on taking up advantage of the opportunities that comes your way, you're disciplined, you're consistent to maximizing them, it leads to success. In life, every day we wake up, we are paying a price. Everybody is paying a price. You're either paying a price for discipline and consistency, or you're paying the price for regret and missed opportunity. What price have you been paying? What price have you been paying? Discipline and consistency don't come in a platter of gold. It is not convenient. It's not something you can just do easily. That's why it's a price. It costs you. It costs you to be disciplined. It costs you to be consistent. However, it also costs you to regret. It also costs you to miss opportunity. So which cost are you willing to pay this morning? Starting from today onward, let's leave what you have done in the past, in the last 2 months of the Millionaire Project. This morning, what costs are you willing to pay? That's the question before you this morning. What cost am I willing to pay? Me that is talking to you, what cost am I willing to pay? Ask yourself, what cost am I willing to pay this morning, starting from today? 4 months left in the year 2025. 8 months gone. 8 months gone. What cost am I willing to pay in the next 4 months left in 2025 to go? There are several things I told myself I would do. I swore, I made a lot of declarations, I made a lot of resolutions on the first day of this year in January 2025. Here we are in September, yet none of this has been realized. What price have I been paying, and what price am I willing to pay going forward? Ladies and gentlemen, here are some values for success. I'd like us to note that success is not just about money. It is about the life, the impact, and the freedom that success creates. The lifestyle, the impact, and the freedom that success brings. Success is not just about money. It is far way more than money. The kind of life it creates, the impact it has on other people, and the freedom it creates. That is what success is all about. That is what success is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to know that success brings freedom. It brings freedom. That is one of the part of the department of the freedom is financial freedom. Having an opportunity to live life on your own terms, not on salary or paycheck, not on your employer's terms, but on your own terms. Waking up in the morning, deciding what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Waking up in the morning, deciding where you want to be, what time to be there, and how you want to appear there. Financial freedom, time freedom, having more time with family, having more time to pursue passion, having more time to pursue purpose, the purpose why you are created. You can't be chasing paycheck and be chasing purpose at the same time. You can't be chasing paycheck and be chasing purpose at the same time. Success brings freedom. Secondly, success brings influence and legacy. Influence and legacy. You have opportunity to inspire others by your example. People see you succeed and they go and succeed. These people that have been celebrated this morning, there's somebody listening this morning who saw them being celebrated and said, if this mama can be celebrated, if this one can be celebrated, I'm going to be the next. And before you know, they become successful and they are being celebrated. These people's success has inspired them to go and become successful. Ladies and gentlemen, you create opportunities for your team to succeed. If you succeed, your team now have a chance to succeed. They believe it is possible. You create opportunities for your families to succeed. You create opportunity for your community to go and succeed. Influence and legacy. Thirdly, success brings fulfillment. It brings fulfillment. Every small victory builds confidence and belief. I can guarantee you, this person celebrated this morning. Their confidence and belief level is not at the same level it used to be. It has shifted. It has shifted. They believe more because one of the things success does, it makes you believe more. If I can make 100,000, then I can make 200,000. That's belief. Belief has been reinforced. If I can make 1 million, I can make 2 million now. I can make 3 million. Belief level has been reinforced. Every small victory builds confidence and belief. True success is being able to say, I didn't quit. I became who I was meant to be. I became who I'm supposed to be. I became successful because I didn't quit. I refused to quit. Ladies and gentlemen, success is not just what you achieve, but what you inspire others to achieve. Did you catch that? It's not about you. Success is not just about you. So don't wake up in the morning and say, I don't want to become a millionaire achiever. I don't want to be celebrated. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. The scripture said, ye are the light of the world. Let your light so shine so that men can glorify your Father in heaven. Until your light is bringing glorification to God, you are not living purpose. Let me say that again. Until your life is bringing glorification to your Creator, you are not living purpose. You are not successful. You are not successful. How many glorifications, how many praises, how many thanks, How many appreciation does God receive every day on your account? How many people stay by to say, God, thank you, because they had encounter with you, because they saw your success, because they saw your discipline, because they saw your commitment? How many persons stop by to say, God, thank you? That is the measure of your success. Success is not what you have achieved. Success is what you have inspired others to achieve. You are the light the world is waiting for. Let your light so shine. Don't keep people in darkness. Don't keep people. The world is in darkness because you have refused to shine. There are people who are locked up in darkness. They can't see. They are locked up in ignorance. They can't see because you have refused to shine. Don't keep your world in darkness. We all have our world. We all have people God have sent us to. Don't keep them in darkness because you have refused to shine. Let your light so shine so that people can see it and glorify your Father in heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the cost of failure. Failure is simply not losing. It's not you losing. Failure is that you did it and you didn't have success. That's not failure. Failure is not when you attempt it and you don't get result. That's not failure. Lack of result after an activity is not failure. It's not failure. It's a process. What is failure is when you refuse to pay the price for success. You know that you should have gotten it, but you are the one who sabotaged your success. You know that success was handed over to you, but you couldn't pay. You were not willing to pay the price. Not that you couldn't pay the price, because everybody has what it takes to pay the price, but you did not pay the price. You did not make up your mind. That decision to pay the price was lacking. That is failure. Failure is not when you try something and you don't have result. No. Failure is when you refuse to pay the price for success. And guess what? Failure brings regrets. It brings regrets. The pain of what if I had tried harder lasts longer than the pain of sacrifice. You see, both regrets and success, failure and success, they all have a cost, like we said, we established when we started. They all have a price. But the price and the pain of failure, what if I have tried harder? It lasts longer than pain of sacrifice. The pain of sacrifice is for the moment, but the pain of regret lasts a long time. Many people look back and wish they had stayed consistent. As I speak to you, many people wish they never gave up. Many people wish they never broke their activities. Many people wish they never stopped doing what they were doing. Failure brings regrets. Number two, failure wastes opportunities. It wastes opportunities. It wastes opportunities. It wastes opportunities. Lost time can never be recovered. That thing you were supposed to do yesterday that you didn't do, yesterday is gone and you can never have yesterday again. Lost time can never be recovered. Listen to me this morning. Lost time is lost life. Wasted time is wasted life. Wasted time is wasted life. For every time you waste your life. For every single opportunity you waste, you just wasted your life. And you can never have it back. So the earlier you wake up and stop wasting life, the better, because you are not the owner of the life. You're not the owner. You're not the owner. You will give account. You will give steward of how you used it. So stop wasting life and start maximizing. While you are hesitating, others are taking action. While you are hesitating, others are building. While you are hesitating, others are winning. I said it yesterday. I said that you're not doing something does not mean the world will stand still. Whether you are moving or not, the world is moving. You're the one who is not moving. Check your network, please, Mr. Umoch. I think I'm shouting it already. While you hesitate, others are taking action. While you hesitate, others are building wealth. So it's not up to you. The earlier you wake up, the better, because the world does not wait for you. The world does not wait for anybody. Doesn't wait for anybody. The world does not catch up with you. You are the one to catch up with the world. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, on the cost of failure. Failure affects generations. Generations, not just you. Your success is not just about you. It is for your children. It is for the people connected to you. Are you aware that your today's success can open doors for your children tomorrow? Listen, are you aware that your success today can open doors for your community tomorrow? Are you aware that because of your success, the world will get to know where you came from? They get to know the name of your village. They get to know the name of your family. They get to know the name of your clan, where you came from, because you are successful. Success is not just about you. Similarly, failure also means passing down struggle instead of breakthrough. You see, just like the way when you become successful, you pass down wealth. When you are a failure, you also pass down struggle to generations. It's not only success that is being passed down, failure can also be passed down to generations until somebody wakes up and say, no, I cannot become a failure. Enough is enough. I must become successful. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think success is expensive, please try failure. If you think success is expensive, if you think success is hard, if you think success is too demanding, if you think the pressure is too much, wait until failure hits you. Wait until failure hits your screen. Wait until failure hits your door. You will understand which is more expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap up this morning, if you're getting value for your time, please go to the chat space and type value. If you're getting value and you're following, please go to the chat space and type value and following. If you're getting value and you're following, if you're not wasting your time this morning, this extra time that is being taken, if it's not being wasted, please go to the chat space and type value and following. Let's wrap up this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the prices you must pay for success? We have echoed these things over and over again, but let me reiterate this morning what the price to be paid is. The price you must pay to have success. Number one, consistency. Number one is what? Consistency. Small daily actions, even when you don't feel like. You see, one of the reasons why a lot of people are not successful is not because they don't want to do the activities or they don't want to be consistent. But the challenge is they are being tossed around by their emotions, by how they feel. Today, if you're angry, you won't do the activities. When you're happy, you do it. They are being tossed around by emotions. Today, I don't think my leader has offended me. I don't do what I need to do. Okay, when I'm happy with my leader, I'll now do what I need to do. Their emotion, sentiment is tossing them around. Consistency is a price that must be paid. Number two, sacrifice. When you begin to give up your comfort for a bigger vision, giving up your comfort, your current comfort, you give it up, you sacrifice it for a bigger vision. The wise man said, and I quote, he said, if you don't sacrifice for what you want, if you don't sacrifice for your vision, if you don't sacrifice for your future, then your vision, your future, what you want becomes the ultimate sacrifice. If you can't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. So every day you wake up in the morning, you are making sacrifices, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously. Giving up your comfort for bigger vision. Number three, learning. The day you believe that you don't need to learn again, the day you believe you know, that's the day you start dying. The day you stop learning is when you leave this world, because even the universe itself is a school The universe itself is a school. It is teaching us every single day. Every single day. Day before yesterday, or that was yesterday. No, day before yesterday. There's something I was supposed to do, a manual thing I was supposed to do in the house. That's lasted for more than 4 months. I have been procrastinating. All my mind is, I'll call someone to come and do it. I'll look for somebody to come and do it. I kept on procrastinating, 4 months gone. And I just woke up in the morning. I said, no, this thing must be solved today. And I decided to do it myself. And I figured out that it wasn't even hard. I don't need to look for anybody. If I knew I can do this myself, I would have done it since now. Why have I procrastinated? But here's what I found out. Until you attempt it, you don't know what you can do. Life is about attempts. What you don't attempt, you can't attain. What you don't attempt, you can't attain. Don't sit down and think what is not possible and what is possible. Wake up and begin to attempt anything that crosses your mind. Whatever God has passed through your mind, whatever God has suggested to you, through inspirations, through your thoughts, wake up and begin to attempt them. Because what you attempt is what you attain. Life is all about attempting. Develop skills. Embrace mentorship. Don't think you can do it on your own. Anytime you avoid mentorship, you miss your track. Anytime, irrespective of who you are. Anytime, no matter how far you have grown, everybody needs a mentor. Every mentor has a mentor. If you don't know, I have a mentor. My mentor has a mentor. Everybody has somebody they are listening to who is guiding them and showing them the path to go. So you can't wake up in the morning and think you are sufficient. You know it all because you have read some books. You have listened to YouTube videos. You now wake up and say, I don't need mentorship. You've listened to some motivations in YouTube. Say, no, I don't need mentorship. I think I know what I'm doing. The day you start telling yourself that you know what you're doing, that's the day you don't know what you're doing. That's the day you start missing it. Seek mentorship, seek guidance, seek direction. Attend trainings. Cultivate the habit of reading. Reading is a royal habit. Readers are leaders. What is the next price to pay? Courage. Courage. What is courage? Courage is you're not feeling like doing it, but you still went ahead to do it. That is courage. Courage is it's not giving me result. I'm failing. It's not making. It doesn't look like I'm making progress, but yet I'm still doing it. That's courage. Courage is taking steps even in the face of defeat. That's courage. Taking steps even in the face of defeat. That's courage. You take risk. You face rejection. You start firm. You stand tough. It's a tough time don't last. Only tough people do. Ladies and gentlemen, and finally, action. The price you must pay is action. After all these ones, you must take action. Action is what separates the best from the rest. Success loves speed. Take massive action. Take it fast. Focus action on winning. When you focus on action, you will always win. When you focus on taking action, you will always win. Anybody who is a man of action is a man of success. Once you stop taking action, you stop winning. In the abundance of action, your success is inside. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the practical steps you need to take? Number one, recruiting. Don't stop at I tried. I tried now. I tried to recruit the person, but the thing did not work. If you tell people, they say, I tried so much. It's not about trying. The reason why you did not succeed is because you are trying. Stop trying and start getting it done. Push until you get results. The reason why you didn't get the result is because you only tried. You did not go to get results. If you go to get results, you get your result. A lot of us are trying. Very few people are actually going to get the results. Somebody signed up into the business and I was trying to validate the person. The person said, We have come, we'll try our best and see if we will become successful. And I told him, sir, you won't succeed because you are here to see if you will succeed. I said, only those who come to succeed are the ones who succeed, not those who come to see whether they will succeed. Are you here to see whether you are succeeding or not? Or have you come here to take your success? You see, it is what you know that you have. And let's see, now God will help us whether we can succeed here. I said, that is a statement of failure. That statement of failure, people like that don't go far. I said, change that statement. Don't say you are here to see if you succeed. Say you are here to succeed. You have come to take success. That is why you are here. If you're not here to take success, what have you come to do? You come to try? No. Stop trying and go get it. Next is duplication. Always teach what you know to those who God has connected to you. That is the multiplier effect. Duplication. Make sure you're teaching. Everybody here is a teacher. I am not the only teacher. Everybody here is a teacher. If you're not teaching, you're not winning. That's why it's a mentorship and training business. It's a mentorship and training platform. If you're not training, you're not winning. Until you're training people, you can't reign. Don't always carry your pen and biro and come to the cell meeting and you want to learn. What you are learning, are you teaching someone else? Are you teaching your teammates? Do you gather your 2 teammates, your 3 teammates that God has given to you? Sit down. Let me share what I know to you. That is how it starts now. You start sharing. You see, the little one you know, you have not given it out and you want more. You see, the only way new things can enter you is when you empty yourself every day. Empty yourself. The things you have received, look for people and empty it on them so that new ones can come in. That is how growth is achieved. Who are you training? That is the question this morning. Who are you teaching? Who are you teaching what you know? Who are you duplicating? Ladies and gentlemen, engagement, plug to every training. Make sure you're in every training. Make sure you're in every meeting. Make sure you're in every strategy sessions. Mindset. Remember, quitting is more expensive than grinding. People think grinding is expensive, but quitting is more expensive. Quitting is more expensive. Quitting is more expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, what price will you pay? What price will you choose to pay this month? This is September. What price are you going to pay? Discipline or regret? What price are you going to pay this morning? What is going to cost you? What is going to cost you? What exactly are you willing to pay the price for in the month of September, October, November, and December? In the Ember month, what are the prices that you have chosen to pay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to take home these quotes. The price of success is discipline. The price of failure is regret. One of them lasts for a season and another lasts for a lifetime. Choose wisely. Both of these prices are there. Both of these pains are there. One is for a season, one is for a lifetime. Which one do you choose? The pain that lasts for a season or the pain that lasts for regret? Whichever way you go, there's pain. Whichever way you go, there's pain. If you choose to do the activity, there's pain. If you choose not to do it, there's pain. But one of the pain is for a season, another lasts a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the conclusion of the matter. The value of success is freedom. The value of success is freedom, legacy, and impact. The cost of failure is regret, lost opportunities, and generational struggles. Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is yours. If you are listening to me this morning, the choice is yours. Every day, you are either paying for success or you are paying for failure. Every single day, you are paying for success or you are paying for failure. As eagles, let's choose success. As eagles, let's pay the price and rise together. As eagles, I'd like you to know that your success is not optional. Your success is a responsibility. Success is not optional. It's a responsibility that must be undertaken. It's a responsibility that must be accepted. It's a responsibility that you must own up to. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to everybody who connected here this morning. I hope you got value this morning. I hope you got value this morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you got value, please take to the chat space and type value.